So guys, hello guys, welcome back to the kitchen again. This is it's_Jackie62 and today it's another soup day, guys. We're cooking lentil with chicken and vegetable soup. Okay, all right, let's start counting. So over here we got pumpkins, we got celery, we've got carrots, another pumpkin again, we got turnips, we've got onions. We've got onions. Okay, I'm getting mine stuff here. Garlic. This is the flavoring for the soup. Spinach. Okay, coconut oil. Thyme. Leeks. Scallions. And flour dumpling. And one potato. And here are the chicken soaking in white vinegar to take out all of the impurities out of this chicken. And we're only going to use one large chicken breast because, like I said, we're doing lentil soup with the chicken and the vegetables, and we don't want the lentil soup to be too bulky because, you know, lentils is full of nothing but proteins and it's going to take up the whole pot. This is a pressure cooker that we're using here. So right away, guys, I'm going to start dicing up everything and loading up in this pot. Okay, stay tuned. I'm going to start dicing up the pumpkin, guys. So now I'm cutting up the pumpkin to go inside of my pot. Okay, these pumpkin skins are hard. Normally I don't remove them because it's good. The fiber is good, the skin. So I'm not going to take off all of the pumpkin skins, okay, because pumpkins are high in fiber and I just like a lot of fiber in especially in my vegetable soup. So yeah, I'm gonna wash it now. Wash it up, and then I'm gonna cut it up in my pot. In my pot here, I'm cutting it up. So we're doing lentil, vegetable with chicken, okay? This is the soup that we're doing. And me, I'm a soup lover. I have to have soup at least once a week. And I can have it more than once a week too, because soup is so good for you. So good. So this is kind of hard to cut. So where's my hammer? I normally use my table hammer to cut them up sometimes because these things are so hard to cut up. So I don't want to cut them up too small now because a pressure cooker is going to break them down for me. Okay, all right. So now we're going to be doing carrots. I'm using 4 carrots, okay? And then I'm going to cut them up, scrape them down. Oh, they're going all over the place. This is going to be a mess for a little bit, but it's okay. We can always clean it up. It's no big deal. That's why it's called kitchen. Free to cook and clean, okay? So these are the carrots. I'm getting them ready to cut them up to go into the soup pot here. See, I'm gonna be doing it. Normally I would have this ready, but sometimes I don't think it's not all the way 100% when I have just everything ready for the camera. You know, gotta do some work too. So I'm washing the carrots now, guys. I'm washing the carrots. Sometimes people want to see what goes on. They're tired of camera-made stuff. And I want to show sometimes. Sometimes it's not perfect, you know. And sometimes we have to show the imperfections of things. We can't always be perfect for the camera. It doesn't work like that because real life, there's nothing perfect in real life. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So, you know, I like to do the process sometimes, you know, so you guys can see what's going on, so you can do it at home too. Okay, it's very easy. Sometimes I'm gonna have to pause the camera though, because if I don't want the video to be too long and drawn out, what I'm gonna do is when I'm done with everything, after peeling, I'm gonna take it over to the stove. Okay, if you notice how I'm kind of like speeding up a little bit, because sometimes some of these videos are too long, even though I like to make long videos for you guys so you guys can watch the video, so you can do it yourselves. Yeah, but anyways, let's go with the flow. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's go. Let's see how things goes. Nothing is perfect. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. These are turnips, guys. These are white vegetables. These are the turnips. Okay, and we also have another white vegetable here, which is the potato. And I'm gonna peel a potato and use a potato. Normally I don't use a lot of potatoes because lots of potatoes are starchy, but some people like their potatoes, especially in soup. So I'm peeling the skin off of it so I can get it in the pot also, because since I'm cooking vegetable soup. Washing again. I don't have a fancy kitchen, so I can just go ahead and have everything all, you know, prepare and all done like that. No, I've got a real kitchen here. So yeah, so now the celery, now we have to wash celery, because you know celery is dirty. When you get them from the supermarket, they're very dirty, so you have to wash them. You have to wash them, guys. So make sure you wash your celery real good, okay? I'm using 3 stalks of celery because sometimes celery gives food nice flavor, especially soup. When you're cooking soup, celery gives it a nice flavor. And not only that, celery is very good for you too. It's good to lower blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. So celery is very good for you, okay? So yeah, so this is what I'm doing right here. So I'm doing it a little bit fast because I don't want the video to be too long, but I still want to show you guys what's going on, you know. And today I don't feel like pre-doing anything for camera. I want to just go raw, uncut, unedited. So now we're doing the lentils, guys. These are the green lentils. So I'm washing the lentils. Washing the lentils really good. If you notice, this is what I'm using. I can't use a whole package of lentils, because if I use the whole package of lentils, when it cooks, all of these are not going to be able to fit in it, okay? So now I'm going to be putting 1 big tablespoon of coconut, organic coconut oil in there. Washing the spoon, everything being washed. So this is at room temperature, guys. So if you know coconut oil sleeps when it's cold. It's a little bit cold. It's very freezing here in Ohio. So I'm using this, okay? But coconut oil, when it's hot, it melts. And when it's cold, it sleeps. So I'll take it over here and put it on the stove and get it ready. So the stove is on. So what I'm going to do right now, let me pause for 1 second and then come back to you. Guys, these are the okra right here. I'm using 15 okras, right? They're going to be cut in small pieces. And this will bring a lot of fiber to the soup. It's very delicious. Some people do not like okra. So if you don't like okra, you don't have to put it in your soup, okay? But I love okra, so I'm going to put it in the soup. So, but I don't want this soup to be too thick. Lentils are very thick as it is. When it boils, it's gonna get real thick. But I like a lot of vegetables and a lot of fiber. So hold on. Let me wash these again, guys. And what I do, I cut them up. So I'll cut them up in a pot over here. Cut them in small pieces going across. Yep, you cut them across like that. Yep. And then in the meantime, I'm going to put on a pot with water over here to boil so I can add it to the soup. You don't have to use water. You can also use chicken broth, okay? Or bone broth or anything you want to use to add as a base. But I like to use water. I like to use water, so let's put it over here so it can boil for a little bit. Okay, all right, so the stove is, so yes, I've got also spinach. And when you're cooking, you don't have to go in order, okay guys? Just go at your own pace when you're cooking. Notice I'm using a whole head of garlic, because our soup is natural. We don't use anything artificial in our soup. The whole head of garlic is going in. And we're going to use 2 of this, 2 onions, okay? Because the onion and the garlic and the thyme, this is what you call thyme. It gives you the flavor when you're cooking natural soup. Guys, I'm peeling all of the garlic because you have to take the garlic skin off of them. I'm peeling all the garlic, guys. So, because everything is going to go all in. You wonder why everything is going in? Because I'm using a pressure cooker. That's why I'm putting everything all in. Okay? The flour dumpling is going to be the last to go in. Because you can't put flour in pot that the water is not boiling up. It's going to stick on everything and it's not going to be dumpling anymore. It's going to be something else. So yes, guys. So yes, we're going in order today, but not really. I'm in my kitchen. I don't go in order, guys. So this is the whole head of garlic here. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to dump it in here. Right here. Let me look for the spoon, the large spoon. Large spoon. Just start stirring these things that's on the stove frying. And we're going to be adding our water to it. We're adding our water and we need another water boiling up again, guys. Okay. Make sure it's not burning. Okay, let's get back to cutting our onions, okay? I'm using 2 onions, a medium-sized onion and a large onion, okay? And yes, because we're cooking lentil chicken vegetable soup. The chicken is still soaking in white vinegar. You have to soak your chicken in white vinegar because chicken has salmonellas. And you can get salmonella poisoning from chicken if you don't wash it really, really good with white vinegar and with lemon. Okay? You have to wash these things very carefully. Real good. You have to wash them. So see, I'm gonna cut them in 4 pieces, and I'm gonna put them in because they're gonna break down on the pressure cooker anyways. They're gonna break down, guys. So you don't have to do them all the way too small, okay? Because they're gonna break down. Everything is gonna break down. It's perfect. It's a perfect and wonderful thing when you have a pressure cooker. So right now, I'm going to use the spinach. Washing the spinach was soaking. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna add the spinach in here now. Boy, the pot is almost full. I don't know how we're gonna stuff everything inside of that pot, but we are going to. Okay, so I'm gonna let this boil for a minute before I even put it on the pressure, because we still got a lot more to put in. Now we're gonna wash our chicken thoroughly, guys, thoroughly. And I'm using a big piece of chicken breast here. Large chicken breast. I'll show you in a minute. Large chicken breast. I wanted was to cut it up. I think I might cut it up. My husband offered to cut it up for me, but you know, I cut it up. Look how big this chicken breast was. I cut it in 2 pieces. And let's do that right in there. Okay? So now we're gonna let that pot boil a little bit because we want those things to break down a little bit before we even put it on the pressure. So we've got, these are the seasoning mix right here. And we've got the thyme. And we've got leeks and scallion. These normally go in last, but I like to put my leeks in. Because leeks in, I can leave the scallion for the last, but leeks is what fights a lot of diseases. Leeks are very good, guys. Don't sleep on leeks, okay? They look like gigantic scallions. Some people call them green onions, but this is not green onions. This is green onion. This is scallion, otherwise known as green onions. So I'm going to cut them up right here, over here, because the leeks are normally very, very dirty. So you have to make sure you wash it thoroughly because they come very dirty from the supermarket. Let me wash this container out really good so I can put up the leeks in here. Okay, so let me come back to you 1 second. Leeks all cut up, guys. This is the leeks all cut. Guys, look at all this thyme that I'm using. This is gonna give it so much flavor. So much flavor you get from thyme. When I use the thyme, and this is the Jamaican seasoning that I'm gonna be using, the pumpkin flavored soup mix. Oh man, this one you can't get it at any store or any it's only certain supermarkets you can get the Jamaican seasoning at. You have to go like a Caribbean store or a place. If you live in Cleveland, you can go like Dave's Supermarket on the west side, you will find this, but it's not all of the supermarket has the Jamaican seasoning. Okay, so yes guys, we're gonna put scallions in the pot now. I'm gonna cut it a little bit and add it all in. And I have all of the scallions in, okay? And we're gonna be adding in this a little bit last. I'm gonna see how this pot is because I still have to add the dumplings. I'm gonna make dumplings and add it in. And guys, one thing, look at all this scrap that is left back from the pumpkin, from the leeks, the onions, the skin of the potatoes, the pumpkin, everything. You don't have to throw them away. You can make compost with them. Put them in your garden, guys. Put them in your gardening. When you garden, you just put them in there, make a compost so it can give your vegetables and your fruit the nutrients that it needs to grow. Compost. Compost. You're cooking with Jackie. Cooking with Jackie. You're cooking with Jackie. I'm cooking lentil chicken veggie soup. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're adding in this now, guys. Whoa, I hope I don't want to spill it. No spillage. We don't want to spill it. This is the most important part of the cooking here. This flavoring mix. So I'm not about to spill it. Anyways, guys, I spilled a little bit of it, but that's no big deal. So now we're gonna make some dumplings. We're gonna make some little small dumplings like so. These are dumplings made from flour and you put them in the soup. They have these round ones. Back home we call them spinners. Spinners. Yep. So yes, so that's what we're doing, guys. See? You just make them like this. It's not hard. Okay? Not hard at all. I'm going to put them in the soup starting to form. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before I put the top on to pressure it. Okay? And this is an amazing, amazing soup. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So tasty and delicious. So tasty. You can smell it. You can smell it through the camera, but oh my God, the aroma. The aroma that's coming from off of the soup. Wow. I wish you guys could smell it. Yes, I'm gonna add a few more of the dumplings. And I'm gonna let them cook a little bit more under pressure. Okay? So, yeah. A little bit more. This is a lot of food I'm stuffing in there though. A lot of food. And when you're cooking this type of soup, guys, under pressure, you don't have to cook it for long. 15-20 minutes is done. That is 15-20 minutes. And these pressure cookers are so smart. You know, you don't, it's soup is not like you're cooking like goat meat or oxtail. When you're cooking oxtail, it normally takes me like 35 minutes for oxtail. But soup should actually